The songs of 1992 were so powerful, they dominated the charts for weeks on end. We only have 12 songs, so get ready to listen to the stories and songs of an unforgettable year. Color Me Badd brought their smooth R&B style to the charts with All for Love. The Oklahoma City Quartet formed in high school, initially performing in shopping malls and pizza parlors. Their rise to fame wasn't without controversy. They faced criticism for appropriating African American musical styles, and their image was carefully crafted by their management team to appeal to both urban and suburban audiences. Now here's something that'll surprise you. The group's first big break came when they sneaked backstage at a New Kids on the Block concert and impressed the band with an impromptu performance in the bathroom. This led to them opening for New Kids on the Block on their 1991 tour. The group actually recorded All for Love 3 different times before settling on the final version. The song was originally written as a ballad, then re-recorded as a dance track, before finally landing on the mid-tempo groove that became the hit version. The unused recordings remain in a vault somewhere, never released to the public. The hits just keep coming. If you're enjoying these behind-the-scenes stories, make sure to hit that like button and share the video. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Right Said Fred brought us I'm Too Sexy. A song that initially started as a joke in the gym. The band, led by brothers Richard and Fred Fairbrass, had a rough start in the music industry. Before their hit, they were working as gym instructors in London, and Richard had been attacked on stage while performing at a Pride event, showing the challenges they faced as openly LGBTQ+ artists in the early 90s. A fascinating tidbit: the song was recorded for just £1,500 in a small studio in London, and the iconic backing track was created using a broken drum machine. Speaking of fascinating things, if you're enjoying these behind-the-scenes stories, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your memories of these songs in the comments below. Where were you when you first heard I'm Too Sexy? The song's iconic I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt line was inspired by a regular at their gym who would constantly admire himself in the mirror while working out. The brothers would mockingly sing, "I'm too sexy for this weight, too sexy for this machine," while watching him. And eventually, these gym jokes evolved into the global hit we know today. Mr. Big's To Be With You brought acoustic rock back to the mainstream. Despite being known for their technical virtuosity, particularly bassist Billy Sheehan and guitarist Paul Gilbert, the band faced constant criticism for being too commercially oriented for the hard rock crowd and too heavy for pop audiences. The band actually broke up partly due to the success of the song, as it created internal tensions about their musical direction. The song was written by Eric Martin nearly a decade before it became a hit, inspired by a girl who kept choosing his best friend over him. He kept the song in his back pocket until Mr. Big was looking for a softer song to balance their hard rock image. The band recorded the vocals for To Be With You around a single microphone, barbershop quartet style, to capture the organic feel they wanted. The recording was done in just 2 takes, and they used the second take because someone coughed during the first one. Vanessa Williams gave us Save the Best for Last.
Save the best for last.
A remarkable comeback story following her controversial departure as Miss America. The song represented a triumphant return for Williams, who had faced intense public scrutiny and criticism. Many radio stations had initially refused to play her music due to her past, making this success even sweeter. Here's a surprise. Williams didn't want to record the song initially. It had been turned down by both Whitney Houston and Bette Midler before landing on Williams' desk. The love ballad was actually inspired by a real-life romance between songwriter Phil Galdston and a woman who kept him in the friend zone for years before finally realizing they were meant to be together. They eventually married, making the song's success even more meaningful. Criss Cross jumped onto the scene with Jump. The duo, discovered at an Atlanta shopping mall by producer Jermaine Dupri, were only 12 and 13 when they hit #1. Their backward clothes gimmick sparked a fashion trend, but it also led to criticism about the exploitation of young artists in the music industry. Several school districts even banned backward clothing, claiming it was disruptive. The backwards clothing trend actually started by accident. Chris Kelly and Chris Smith put their pants on backwards by mistake during a video shoot, and Dupree decided to make it their trademark. During the height of their fame, the duo was earning so much money that they had to have their parents appointed as legal guardians of their finances. They were making upwards of $100,000 per show, but weren't legally old enough to sign their own contracts. We're halfway through 1992's biggest hits. If these songs are bringing back memories, give us a thumbs up and share this video with friends who will appreciate this musical time capsule. The stories behind these hits are incredible, aren't they? Let's keep going. Mariah Carey's cover of I'll Be There showcased her incredible vocal range while paying tribute to the Jackson 5. This performance came during a time when Carey was fighting for more creative control over her music against her label and then husband Tommy Mottola. The label initially didn't want her to release this cover, believing it would damage her original artist image. During the recording, Carey insisted on keeping the original key of the Jackson 5 version, even though many advised her to change it to better suit her voice. She wanted to honor Michael Jackson's original performance. The music video was shot live during an MTV Unplugged session with just one take. The performance was so powerful that it brought several audience members to tears, and MTV executives immediately knew they had captured something special. Sir Mix-a-Lot brought us Baby Got Back, which caused immediate controversy with its music video and lyrics. The song was actually written as a response to the lack of representation of different body types in beauty standards of the time. Many don't know that Sir Mix-a-Lot was already a successful businessman before this hit, owning his own record label and production company. The famous "Oh My God, Becky" intro was voiced by a white female friend of Mix-a-Lot's.
Oh my God, Becky.
Deliberately playing into and satirizing the racial and cultural dynamics the song addressed. The original music video was banned by MTV and could only be played after 9 p.m. Despite, or perhaps because of, this restriction, the video helped propel the song to #1 and earned Sir Mix-a-Lot a Grammy Award for Best Rap Solo Performance. Madonna's This Used to Be My Playground
This used to be my playground.
showed a softer side of the Queen of Controversy. Written for the film A League of Their Own, this song came during a period when Madonna was actively trying to change her public image. The song's success came despite minimal promotion, as Madonna was dealing with intense media scrutiny over her provocative book, Sex, at the time. Madonna wrote this song in under 2 days, and it was the only Madonna song that wasn't released in any form on a Madonna album until years later. The song's orchestra arrangement was conducted by Jeremy Lubbock, who had never worked with Madonna before and was initially skeptical about the collaboration. However, he later admitted that Madonna's musical knowledge and professionalism completely changed his opinion of her. Boyz II Men created magic with End of the Road. The group named themselves after a New Edition song, and their journey to success included being discovered while sneaking backstage at a Belle Biv DeVoe concert. Their perfect harmonies often masked the intense competition within the group, with members frequently arguing over who would sing which parts. The song was written and recorded specifically for the Boomerang soundtrack in just 2 days. Babyface, who co-wrote the song, originally intended it for his own album, but changed his mind after hearing the group's harmonies during the first recording session. This song broke the record for most weeks at #1, previously held by Elvis Presley, Don't Be Cruel, and Hound Dog. Hey music lovers, this is the perfect time to share this video with friends who will appreciate the great music history. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. We've got more fascinating music stories coming your way. The Heights soared with How Do You Talk to an Angel, a song that outlived the TV show it came from. The band was actually created for the Fox television series The Heights, but ironically, the show was canceled the same week the song hit #1. The band members were caught in contractual limbo, unable to capitalize on their success. In a bizarre twist, The song's success actually contributed to the show's cancellation. The network had to pay higher music licensing fees due to the song's popularity, making the show too expensive to produce. The show's creator, Aaron Spelling, later admitted that he thought the song would be a flop and only included it because Fox executives insisted on having a musical element in the show. He was so convinced it would fail that he bet $100 against its success. A bet he obviously lost. Whitney Houston closed out our list with the magnificent I Will Always Love You.
We'll always love you.
While everyone knows this was originally a Dolly Parton song, few know that Houston's version wasn't the first choice for the Bodyguard soundtrack. Kevin Costner suggested the song after the producers failed to secure What Becomes of the Broken Hearted. The iconic a cappella opening wasn't planned. It happened during a rehearsal when the band hadn't started playing yet, and producer David Foster recognized it as magical and kept it. Elvis Presley had wanted the song, but Colonel Tom Parker's royalty demands were too much, causing an agonizing business decision for Dolly Parton. However, when she first heard Whitney's version on the radio, Dolly had to pull her car over because she was so overwhelmed by the performance. She later joked that she made enough money from Whitney's cover to buy Graceland if she wanted to. That wraps up our journey through these remarkable #1 hits. Remember, these 12 songs dominated the charts for so long, they left little room for other tracks to reach the top spot. If you enjoyed these behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share your own memories of these songs in the comments below. Which of these #1s was your favorite? Let us know, and we'll see you in our next video exploring music history.